I know you can hear me, Mr. Thorne. The soft whisper floated through the quiet hospital room like a ghost. Damian Thorne felt a chill run down his spine. He didn't move, didn't flinch. His breathing stayed steady, just like it had for weeks. To the world, he was in a coma. But behind his closed eyes, his mind was wide awake, sharp and alert. The steady beep of the heart monitor was the only sound in the room, but it couldn't cover up what he had just heard. A confession was coming, one that could change everything. How had it come to this? A billionaire pretending to be unconscious, trapped in a hospital bed, waiting for the truth to come out, while danger crept closer with every breath. Damian Thorne wasn't just rich, he was powerful. He had built his tech empire from the ground up, starting with nothing but big ideas and a stubborn will to win. People said he was tough, even ruthless, and they were right. He made bold moves, crushed competition, and never looked back. But success came with a price. As his name grew, so did the number of enemies who wanted to see him fall. Everything changed the day his private jet crashed. Everyone thought it was just a tragic accident, but Damian knew better. Someone had tried to kill him. He was the only survivor, and instead of telling the world he was alive, he made a bold choice. He'd play dead. From his hospital bed, he listened, waited, and watched. Sooner or later, the person behind the crash would slip up. Damian was ready. All he needed was proof and patience. Evelyn's voice was soft but shaky as she spoke, like she was afraid someone might overhear. Victor said, "If I don't do what he wants, they'll come after my brother, Victor Langston." The name hit Damian like a cold wave. Victor was his old business partner, the one he had fired for stealing money. And Victor had sworn to get revenge. Evelyn was caught in the middle, stuck between loyalty and fear. She wasn't the kind to hurt anyone, but Victor's threats were real. He wanted her to make sure Damian never woke up. The idea made Damian's blood run cold. Trapped in his own body, he listened as Evelyn revealed the terrible choice she faced. She was supposed to end his life, but couldn't. Now, every word she said could either save him or destroy them both. Damian's mind raced. Was Evelyn really the person he thought she was? Or was this confession just the start of a deeper betrayal? Then Evelyn shared a secret. She had a plan. Even though Victor had forced her into this nightmare, she wasn't ready to give up on Damian. She wanted to help him escape the trap. Evelyn explained how she could fake his death so Victor would think Damian was really gone. It was risky, but it might be the only way to save him. Damian's heart pounded as he listened. Could he trust her? After everything, was she truly on his side, or was this just another trick? Every second counted, and the line between friend and enemy was blurred. In the quiet room, Damian struggled to decide if Evelyn was the key to his survival or just another piece in Victor's deadly game. The weight of the moment settled heavy on him. Trust was dangerous, but so was doubt. Suddenly, footsteps echoed down the hallway, growing louder with every second. Danger was closing in fast. Evelyn's hands trembled as she leaned closer to Damian. Her breath was warm against his ear as she whispered, "If you can hear me, squeeze my hand." The room felt frozen in time. Damian's heart pounded in his chest, but he focused all his strength. After a tense moment, his fingers twitched and tightened around hers. That small squeeze was their secret signal, a promise that he was still fighting. Then the door creaked open. Victor's voice, smooth and cold, filled the room. "Evelyn, time's up." Damian's chest tightened. There was no turning back now. Everything depended on what happened next. Would Evelyn betray him, or would this be the moment they finally fought back together? The door slowly opened, and Victor stepped inside, his voice calm but dripping with menace. "Evelyn, time's up." Damian's heart pounded like a drum in his chest. Was this the end? But then, in one sudden, sharp motion, Damian's eyes snapped open. Victor staggered back, his face twisting in shock and fear. It was impossible. He thought Damian was gone forever. But Damian was very much alive and filled with months of hidden anger and planning. Without hesitation, Evelyn sprang into action. She lunged for the emergency alarm, slamming it down with determination. The sharp blare filled the room, sending a warning through the hospital halls. Gunfire erupted, loud and fierce. Chaos exploded as Victor's men scrambled, caught off guard. In the smoke and noise, Damian moved quickly, using every ounce of strength left in his body. This was the moment he had waited for, the moment to fight back, to take down the enemy who tried to kill him. The battle was just beginning, but for the first time in weeks, Damian was ready. When the smoke cleared, Victor was handcuffed and surrounded by police. His empire, once so powerful, was falling apart right before his eyes. The man who had tried to kill Damian was finally caught, his plans shattered. Damian stood tall, his body still healing, but his spirit stronger than ever. The people who had circled like vultures were forced to back away. For the first time in a long while, Damian felt a rush of relief. Justice was on its way. But the battle wasn't over yet. He still had to figure out who he could really trust. As the guards led Victor away, Damian's mind raced. This fight had changed everything. Now it was time to rebuild and to watch carefully for the next move. The war might be over for now, but the game was far from finished. Then came the big surprise. Evelyn wasn't just a nurse. She had been working with Damian the whole time. Quietly, she fed Victor false information, playing a dangerous game as a double agent. Her gentle smile had hidden her true loyalty. Damian realized she risked everything to protect him. It was a secret that changed everything. Evelyn wasn't the enemy, she was his unexpected ally in a deadly fight. Trust, it seemed, was more complicated than he ever imagined. Damian smirked, flexing his healing hands. Next time someone tries to kill me, I'll be ready, and faster. But as he looked at Evelyn, something new flashed in his eyes. Gratitude, and maybe something more. Together, they had rewritten the rules, and this time, Damian was in control.